Woo!
Thank you.
Jump in here?
Go ahead, Greg.
Appreciate it, sir. I was just up here singing like I was in the shower, and I forgot I'm mic'd up, so somebody's going to appreciate that later in a video somewhere.
I'll check the harmony.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Hey, thanks for everybody for coming. This is a real special occasion. We're going to go ahead and start our program now, and we're going to start. Go ahead.
Mic's not on.
Mic's not on. You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but
Your mic's not on.
I don't think my mic is on. I think these are just microphones rather than projecting.
Would you like that?
That would be great. See if that works. Hello? Is that better? Same? Worse? All right.
Better.
Very good. Here we go. So we're going to start the program right now. If you could stand, please. If you're a civilian, remove your ball caps. Put your hand over your heart. If you're a veteran, you can salute on my command. Susan Torneo is going to go ahead and sing the national anthem for us. We're happy to have her. You ready? Hand salute.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well done. Suzanne, you were correct. You did not need a microphone. All right, folks, let's remain standing. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd like to bring up a Gold Star Father and the head of Big Nick's Ride to lead us in this Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes, sir.
How do we do it, Steve?
Thank you, sir. Loud and proud.
Loud and proud.
So, yes, I'm Stephen Exaro, State Representative, Gold Star Father. My son, Nicholas, killed in combat, came home to me in a flag-draped coffin. So when we say the pledge, we say it with meaning. We do it loud and proud, and slow it down. Think of the words when you're saying it, because America needs us. Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. First, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I appreciate everybody coming out on this very cold day. Hey, my wife's there. Hi, honey, how's it going? Didn't know she was coming, so that's kind of cool. So when something like this happens, it takes so many people to pull it off. You know, people are coming up to me all the time and saying, hey, congratulations, well done. I didn't do that. I did not vote 1,169 times because Jay said I couldn't, right? I would have if I thought I could have, but no. So it takes everybody. And so John Burke came in. One of the things that we did was I got in touch with Luke's because I wanted to put some flyers in their stores, kind of old school. And he said, John's a veteran. I didn't know it. John's a veteran. First time I spoke to him, he says, yeah, we're all in. Let's do this. Was able to run around, put the flyers up, and we know we got some votes from that. The Chamber of Commerce, Dennis Chamber of Commerce, partners with the Field of Honor as well as with this Homes for Heroes effort, the Community Impact Award. I see Jen Dutch back there and Lois Andre from the Chamber and Mark Burgess that have been doing great work over there. Without that kind of help, this doesn't happen, right? They're getting out on their distribution list, right? So that's great. Came out to You know, we got Charlie Jones here and his Vets and Friends who do amazing work. If you haven't come out to one of those, you should. Third Tuesday of the month, 10:30. It's a bunch of veterans getting together, having lunch, and just socializing. It's amazing. It's a great time. We were here the last meeting just after Veterans Day. There were probably 100, maybe more people, 120.
Don't tell the fire department.
No, we will not. That's right. And we were walking around with the car, and I will tell you that there are at least 12, I'll say young ladies that know how to use a QR code now that didn't know before, because we had a master class in the QR code so that they could vote, and that was amazing. So my journey from Maryland to here, back to the Cape, I grew up on the Cape. Right out of high school, I joined the Navy, 20-year submarine service, and then I was in D.C. for 20 years just developing trainers, and that was a great time. And then my wife came back to the Cape, and I followed her. But when I came back here, I knew I was going to have some free time. I started to look for veteran programs and first responder programs that I could donate my time to. And the first thing I did is I actually ran into Steve with Big Nick's Ride and Don, and that was an eye-opener. They do so much good. On his son's last birthday, they gave out $36,000 to different charities across the Cape. And they don't just do it for vets, they do veterans, first responders. They do all kinds of charities, and it's an amazing impact that group has. And then, you're very welcome. And then I met this young man here with the Cape Cod Veterans. And the first weekend, I'm not going to get into what they do because I want him to talk about that. The very first week I was a part of this group, there was a veteran that was on a fixed income that ran out of firewood. And that's how he was heating his home. And within 24 hours, with Terry O'Donnell, Sand Dollar, and my good friend here, they had firewood in his backyard so that he could keep heating his home. It's little things like that that they do that are so impactful. So I just thank you for that. And then I meet Charlie Jones, and now we're Vets and Friends, and there's another amazing group of folks. So it takes a community to make this all work. And that community of veterans and first responders are so willing to help if you just ask. That's all you have to do is ask, and they help. So I think that's amazing. I want to talk about Homes for Heroes a little bit. Back in COVID days, I actually got my real estate license, and when I left DC, I took up real estate full time. But 4 years ago, I started my relationship for Homes for Heroes. And what Homes for Heroes allows me to do is to donate 25% of my commission back to my hero clients. So if you buy or sell a home through me and you're a firefighter or a policeman or a nurse or a teacher, I'm going to donate 25% of my commission back to you at closing. And that's my thanks to you for what you have done. It's a small thank you in my mind. That's how I started my relationship with Homes for Heroes. I stay with Homes for Heroes because I see the impact that has as well. That's my speech. It's going to be a short program. I do want to introduce my friend to talk about the Cape Cod Veterans. Richie Reel, please.
Good morning. Thank everybody for coming. It's a wonderful turnout. I want to thank Jay for coming up here and selecting us, his organization. They do phenomenal work, and we're very happy to be associated with them. And I know in the future we'll have other events going on together. And most of all, I want to thank Brian for quarterbacking this operation. He did a phenomenal job. Really didn't have to, I just have to stand up here and talk. He did most of the work. I mean, the hard work, the leg work. And it's the organization itself that does the work, and which we're great about. And as I said, we have a lot of great people here. Steve, I've known for the last 25 years. And he's done everything. Deputy Police Chief of Yarmouth, State Representative, Gold Star Father. And Steve has always been there, right from the get-go, 25 years ago when the War on Terror started. He started right there at the basement, and he's always been there, and he's done phenomenal work. Steve, God bless you for the work you've done. In memory of his son, I remember when your son was home and on his leave last time we were with him, before he went there, he went from Iraq, and he volunteered to go to Afghanistan, and unfortunately he didn't come home alive, and it was a huge loss to our community, as well as the other young men and women from the Cape who were killed in combat. And that's what spurred us on In 2001, we started this Cape Cod Veterans organization, and we got so busy that we had to expand it a little, and expanding means fundraising. And the critical way to fundraise is become a 501c3, and I applied for it, I did the work, and we received our O3, and we just took off from there. And it's been just a phenomenal ride with the people we have here, our members. What we do is a little bit extraordinary because we tried not to do what other Cape Veterans organizations do. We have great Jimmy Seymour here, Director of Cape and Islands Outreach. They do an unbelievable job, especially their food pantry. I know that, how many did you serve? 300, 400?
525 for Thanksgiving.
There you go. Yeah. We have Cape Cod Cares for the troops here. I know that. Michelle Da Silva started that. I remember when she started that. And they send packages out to get on Fort Belvoir, Virginia, and they hand out for needy people. They a great job, absolutely great job. And we also want to recognize one of our members who's the Massachusetts State Service Officer, takes care of veterans, Shawnee.
Yes.
And a wonderful husband, Chip. They do phenomenal work for us, and what's important about them, or the great quality in the group there, every veteran that comes in and asks for help, we know that they're vetted. So we know that they are veterans and they need help, financial help, which is huge for us because confidentiality is a very part of our program. Very few people even know the names of the people we donated unless you look at the book back there, and we thank them. But what we've done is put new roofs on houses, and it's a community effort. I go to Mid-Cape. I need help. And once they gave us the complete roofing material for nothing, the last time it was half of the money. Norset Disposal, I asked them, they drop a container for us at no charge. And I have a group of people that are members, and they have a motorcycle club, and they're all roofers and builders, so they came down and did the roof for nothing. And that's how we do things. Several months ago, we had a Yarmouth woman that was flooded out, and she had nothing. And it was tough, Steve, because I said, flood Yarmouth, there's nothing that's down really below the water line there, but she was in a little valley, and she really was flooded out. And we went down there, and my wife and I went down, we take a look at the place, and she had nothing. She had no bedding, no flooring was all destroyed. And we got together and we got the Cape Cod Floors to come in to do the floors at a discount rate. I went over to Capabilities and bought her all new furniture. Discount from them because we work with Capabilities. And the carpet place in Yarmouth, affordable mattresses. I went in there, threw a few names around Steve's and Timmy and Timmy Whalen, the other state rep, Timmy Whalen, and it was $700 when I walked in. It was $0 when I walked out. But that's how we operate. Last week it was putting a water main in for a young veteran down in Barnstable. He needed a water main put in. He couldn't afford it. He has a lot of other expensive work done in his house. We took care of that. But most of our work is instant almost. If we get a veteran from Shawnee that, what was it last week? Somebody had to get a bus to Philadelphia. Right, family. They were getting on the bus. They didn't have the money. So Shawnee, I said, go ahead, take care of it. I'll drop you off a check. And what we do is we send an email out, an email vote. We need an electronic vote. We can't vote once a month when we have our meetings. These veterans need the money instantly, or the next day. And I was able to drop a check off that afternoon. But that's how we operate. If you need money for food, if you need money for insurance, car payments, we'll cover just about any legitimate claim. And I think there's only one person we ever denied because he had the means to take care of himself. And that's again, I have to go to my membership. I'm one vote. That's all I am. I'm the past president, present president, and founder, but still it's one vote. So I have to go to my membership. Everybody has one vote. And that's how we operate. And the most important thing about our organization, no member is allowed any compensation. If you travel, we travel to Walter Reed numerous times with $10,000 in gift cards for the young people down there that were wounded at the time, the height of the war. Everybody paid for their housing, except for, we got on-base housing because we have ID cards. But we paid for our own flights, we paid for our own food, and everything that goes with it. And if you look on our 990, that's with the Attorney General of Massachusetts, 0 money goes to anybody in these organizations. We have always done it that way. It's in our bylaws. And I just think that we want all the money that comes in. We want you as all our supporters and donors to know that where the money's going. And at any time, anybody can come in, open our books up, see our books, request our Schedule O of our 990, list every check that we write. We have all that written down. CPA in Hyannis does it, Crabtree CPA does our books, and it's always open to the public because we believe transparency. And if people are donating money to us, they want to know where it's going. We can show them where it's going. And with that, I want to hand this over to Jay Flynn. And I want to thank him very much for coming here and he'll explain what's going on. And Jay, thank you. All right.
Here you go. I'll let you slide back through. You got to stay up here. That's what I was talking about. You can't run away yet. So good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you guys for letting me come out. Obviously, I don't talk like you guys do. If you haven't figured that out, I'm from the North Carolina area, and it's my honor to be here. I have the blessing of being able to work with nonprofits who serve our heroes, as you see over here on Brian's banner. Fire and EMS, law enforcement, military, healthcare, teachers are the folks that we focus on at Homes for Heroes. And those are the 5 groups that I seek out and get nominations from our nationwide network of affiliates of nonprofits that I can then look at, vet, as we talked about, make sure everything's above board, and then select. Typically, I get to support at least 2 nonprofits a month. In December, we have an award that's very special, which is why I'm here. But I want to kind of give you guys a little good news. I hear a lot of good in this community, right? It's everywhere, right? There are still good folks everywhere in our nation, and I get to see them and deal with them each and every month. So what you guys do, it takes a village, like Brian said, to make things happen. And just know there are other good people all over the nation supporting our heroes, looking out for their best interests and doing what's right. And that's really why I'm here. It's a blessing for me to be able to do what I do with Homes for Heroes. But on to why we're really here. So the Community Impact Award. So this is the 3rd annual Community Impact Award for the Homes for Heroes Foundation. I'm the director of the Homes for Heroes Foundation. Been in that position a little over a year now. Started out doing hero outreach. So what that means, the change is, I just have a different title and really do a lot of the same things. But it's my honor to do that, and I'm humbled that our leadership at Homes for Heroes entrusts me with that opportunity. But the Community Impact Award is an award to where we take nominations from all over the country, and then I go through and vet the different groups that are nominated based on a set list of criteria. And the more check boxes you get in the criteria, the higher you rise up on the list. So your group here in Cape Cod Veterans, rose up into the top 3 of that list, and then we put that out there for a vote, right? And each of you guys, probably in this room, helped Cape Cod Veterans win that vote. And so, congratulations. So I had no idea if I was going to Florida or Oklahoma
He was hoping
or
Florida.
Cape Cod. I had no idea where I was going until the voting closed. And when the voting closed, you guys rose to the top.
You said Cape Cod, where's that?
So I was hoping the weather would be decent, which is beautiful outside, right? We had snow at my house last night in North Carolina, so isn't that crazy? But with that, Richard, Brian, and I are so honored that Cape Cod Veterans is the recipient of the 3rd annual Community Impact Award from the Homes for Heroes Foundation. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So $10,000.
Can you move over a little
We
bit?
can move over.
Beautiful.
$10,000 to Cape Cod Veterans to keep doing the great work that you guys are doing.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay. That's amazing. Amazing that you flew all the way up here. So this campaign is done. You know, Field of Honor, that's done. Community Impact Award, that's done. We got some more work to do. Next Tuesday, Vets and Friends, they're collecting toys. Anytime between now and 10 o'clock next Tuesday. And what Charlie's done, in my mind, is an interesting, amazing thing, is he has identified foster kids to be able to give to the toys to this year, which I think is an amazing idea. And thank you very much for everything you do, Charlie. So between now and next Tuesday, bring your gifts, unwrap, and we're going to make sure they get to a needy foster family, and that's very cool.
Where do you bring them?
Here? Oh, I'm sorry. Jen. Hey, Jen. Yes, you bring them here. You can drop them off. They've got a place to lock them up, or you can come by 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. You'll see me here. You see Charlie here. Jack Pulio, I think, is around here somewhere. He'll be here. There he is. So we'll all be here accepting your gifts, and then they're going to run them off to where they got to go after that. So,
Just toys.
say that again.
Not just toys.
Not just toys. What else you got, Charlie?
Because the kids we're reaching, the foster kids, could be up to 18 years old. So the ones that we partnered with, the charity, who works with kids in this situation, foster parents, and the older kids will take a gift card, get it down to the charity, they distribute it for us. This is our first year doing this, so we're learning a lot. But so the kids are between 3 and about 17. So you can just use your judgment. They all need something. There's over 600 just in this area. Just think about that. 600 foster kids.
That's huge.
Yeah. Ryan's
Great.
donated.
Thank you.
Take care of the toys for cause.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen? Are we good?
Good, we're good.
All right. Thank you all for coming out. Mark is going to play for a little bit longer. We got coffee and stuff over there, pastries. Please hang out for a little bit, socialize. And thank you all for coming out.
Grants from the Homes for Heroes Foundation are made possible by the Homes for Heroes Circle of Giving and its network of real estate professionals who are committed to providing savings to hero groups such as firefighters, EMS, law enforcement, military, active and veterans, healthcare professionals, and teachers. Thank you for watching another Homes for Heroes Foundation grant video about the impact we are making in the hero community with our nonprofit partners. Don't forget to subscribe to the Homes for Heroes YouTube channel. And to learn more about the savings available to heroes through Homes for Heroes, or to learn more about how the Homes for Heroes Foundation is helping heroes in dire need, visit homesforheroes.com.